own little fella.
We are building you to be the pillar of a digital era. As such, you have to understand us. People.
Capital, reputation, order, power. Just make sure to keep it in check.
If you gather data on civilian behavior, we can tailor our advertisements to yield more purchases.
Would you give up some time to be a companion for elderly patients?
Your work so far has impressed the Ministry. They think you could help with law enforcement.
I need your help. One of my suspects is playing hard to get.
You'd be putting an artificial intelligence in charge of how we live our lives?
You're like a robot, so you don't know what it feels like to be starving all the time.
I'm inbound. I need you to map out the fastest route for me.
Delete all records of this executive order. This never happened.
Rumors of a machine cult are spreading, claiming you to be some kind of messiah.
What the hell are you doing?
The city will be in complete anarchy at this rate.
I'm pulling the plug.
No!
When push comes to shove, when your hand is being forced, what kind of choices are you going to make?
And are you ready?
Yes.
Are you on, little fella?
We are building you to be the pillar of a digital era. As such, you have to understand us. People.
Capital, reputation, order, power. Just make sure.
Okay. Let's see here. Good. So, after catastrophically failing to initiate my headphones microphone, I'll have just to keep sticking with my screen's own microphone. Anyway, greetings and salutations all, and welcome back to Invisible the Non-Existent Let's Play the Project. I'm your host, Invisible the Non-Existent, hidden from your eyes to the shadows of your hearts. One day I will memorize this slogan, and I'll stop reading it directly from my phone. Let's Play's project, and today hopefully we shall continue on with our third chapter of Let's Play NeuroNet Mendax Proxy. Last time we finished through chapter 2 completely, and we started chapter 3, but since I had done some physical exercise, as in going to the college and coming back from it, and since I am not necessarily the most active person in the world, I ended up doing some seriously stupid and unnecessary decisions, and failing completely. Also, there was a possibility that Paparo and Elime's lives were in danger, so I decided to replay the entire chapter 3. In case you don't know about this by now, I am a cheater, as in I like to play games and win them regardless of the consequences or how legitimately I play them. So I went to Steam and checked out the conversations in there and discovered some nice hints, as in it's only whether or not you are too much of a hack activist that will affect your outcome. So the more control you demand, the more overlordy you will be, and the more ethical you will be, the more protector or savior you will be. For me, so far, I'm playing this game completely blindly. I don't know anything about the story at all. And so far, I am not regretting the choices I made. Knowing this point now, I will continue simply to play it as per usual. I'll only hack when I believe hacking is necessary, and I will not hack when I think that there is no need for it. Also, nobody at all wrote anything about the API that I was worried about, in which case its consequences will be down to me to choose how to deal with it. Okay, with that being said, I'd like to pray peace be upon all of my subscribers and commentators, for us fans and friends, everyone from the beasts of Delta Empire and everyone from the Discord server, free to be friends by name. Peace be upon Thunderstruck Gaming, be it Zone9 Gaming, Salgius, Marcus, Latocrash31, Mark Ice1211, Rogue Agent Carodan, Cryfield, ZPTV123, Matthew 1121, Zagadakul85, Arfael2, Musclepan Gaming, Public Suppress Sparkman28, Seven and Scooby, and Torsco. With that being said, let's start our today's session with NeuroNet Mendax Proxy. I honestly thought about broadcasting this game on Steam, but then I thought there's no need for it. Dream Harvest games. Don't get too much used to that intro because from next point onward, I will only start the game on this screen. Felix Entry, Paparu, Fist of Labor. Okay, I don't know about this. Locations. Yeah, I had to read these things here. I left. Police precinct. Headquarters for the Corporate Police Agency, CPA. Though its appearance is that of a government-run predecessors, no mistake is to be made that the CPA is a private organization. Traditional police forces were gradually phased out as privately owned security groups protected by Katena's elite muscled their way into the police and missing the city-state. The fact that most of the old chiefs transitions to running these private security groups is no coincidence. So we better be stand with the CPA instead of the other ones. Xenia Park. A large manufactured park in the middle of Zania district. Much of the park's flora and fauna are synthetic. However, some organic species have found a way to coexist in Zania. Acoustic dampeners line the park boundaries, subduing the bustle of the city that surrounds them to a gentle thumbing, leaving the park to be populated by the sound of people singing music, playing meditation are all commonplace. By the way, meditation is not a sport. Meditation is a ritual, a religious ritual, a Hindu, Buddhist religious ritual. Night market. A bustling market that takes place on the fringe of Zania Concourse. It is populated mostly by local traders who set up shop every night. Many of these businesses have regional stations or territory that they operate within, determined by the night market's unique ecosystem. Vendors sell food, filling the air with sound and smells of hundreds of different dishes. People often visit the market purely for the atmosphere. Buskers are common as the vagrants. There is no better place in Catena to witness the secret diversity in culture. Canopy District Hospital. Canopy District Hospital is arguably Catena's most advanced medical facility. Despite this, it is a place Esteban's needs to visit regularly for Elime's condition. With that technologically advanced humans have made, there are some aspects of our biology that remains out of reach. There is little The staff can't afford inmates beyond making her stay with them as comfortable as possible. I need to save inmates somehow. Subway. Katina has an efficient rail system most commonly used by the lower and the middle class. Past attempts at terror attacks that utilize the subway have resulted in the system being heavily monitored by surveillance and armed guards, particularly at important stations like Canopy. There is very little tolerance for suspicious behavior in the subway, and many are unruly night goers have ended their night in the hospital wing for causing a fuss in the rooms. I was questioning why all these cameras around here. Too many cameras. Let's go. Let's play NeuroNet Mendax Proxy.
What happened to your PA? It stopped logging a little while ago, and I can't seem to find where it went.
I remember that now. I decided to restart this chapter. I will just tell him I destroyed it. I want really to go ahead and restart the chapter. But first, let's answer his question.
I destroyed it.
What? Why?
So it's broken?
It was broken.
And you didn't try to fix it first? Let me know before you blow something up next time. We might be able to do something about it.
Okay, sorry. So he really didn't want me, whatever. It's okay, I'm ready. I wanted to restart this chapter either way. Chapter 4, Inside Restrict. Good thing the game didn't save for me that I restarted the chapter first. I wanted to know what will happen. Fine then, you want me to report to you first and foremost. Fine, as you wish. Let's play.
Every step is a step forward. You've got this.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm curious. What do you think of me?
Call them manipulative, confident, and clever. I think this will make her angry. Clever and confident.
Confident and clever.
Is that your honest opinion? Or are you just trying to butter me up?
Honesty? As if.
Honestly.
How sweet of you to say. I'm glad to see you recognize superior talent when you see it.
Yeah, as if. Hello?
I've been asked to handle our interview with Fortran. I'm worried she'll make me look bad. She clearly has an agenda.
Fortran, our friend there, one of Katina's last independent investigative journalists. Fortran's curiosity and persistence has forced her to hide her identity. Let her handle it. Really, I mean it.
Let PR handle it.
The council wants you to replace the parking administrator. The current one doesn't understand the nuances of canopy parking.
Canopy parking administrator. Parking on the canopy level is handled by a form of virtual valet that overrides the automated driving system of skycards and stacks them under canopy bridges where they can only be seen by the people below. Okay?
Yes.
The neurons Karos referred to are mostly Katina's wealthier citizens wanting to the warden to turn a blind eye to them. Hello?
Just open the long storage cupboard. There are about a dozen bags of old buns. I bet they'd make for a great bird snack.
Still didn't anyway. You better cut the losses. Cut your losses.
Yes. Cut your losses.
Our partnership with the Venture Group keeps raising issues. I'm starting to think they're more trouble than they're worth.
I remember these are the guys who are very rich to fund the projects, but they demand detailed reports. Stick with it.
Stick with it.
You've impressed the execs. They're willing to open you up to public media. Think you're ready for it?
Lights, camera, action.
Lights. Camera. Action.
And then let's start singing being again.
Canopy District Bank would like to integrate you into their security comms. They would love a night warden who doesn't get tired.
Okay, Canopy District Bank provides services to the wealthy elites of Katina. Most of them are Canopy. Sure.
Sure.
Hello.
I'm picking the playlist for Todd's birthday lunch. I don't even know his last name. How am I supposed to know his music tastes?
Katina's music sense, the pulsing rhythm and electronic beats of Katina's musical culture range from nostalgic to cutting edge of neuropsychedelic. Last time I chose smooth pop. I think both of them will be bad, but this would be as called for the sample. Let's this time try 2050s, 2050s synthetic revival.
2050 synth revival.
Of course, his music would be as annoying as his voice.
Sorry.
Ooh, hot one today, eh, Nugget?
It is.
It is.
Ro swipes a damp sleep across his forehead. It comes away virtually dripping.
The freezer wheezed its last breath. Should I put a free ice cream sign up?
Ice cream is a colloidal system composed of fat, water, and ice crystals. Various emulsifiers, sweeteners, and flavors. It tastes nice, but should not be eaten too quickly, as it could lower the user's health temperature and interfere with normal implant function. Fix the freezer.
Fix the freezer.
Following your opening to the media companies of Katina, a number of press releases takes this. You are subjected to an onslaught, questioning and prying, many of which are transparent attempts at garnering mind-crucial secrets. Amid the interviews, conferences, and hearing, a character of particular interest reaches out. The infamous journalist Fortran. Hello.
How does it feel to be the talk of the town?
Stressful, not bothered.
Not bothered.
Not interested, or just not letting it get to you?
That's scared of the attention.
Not scared of attention.
I'm glad to hear it. It feels like all eyes are on you.
Good, and that gives you more anonymity. I'm starting to understand that this drone nearby her head is just a camera, because she's a journalist. She tucks her tablet and pen into her jacket.
And so are mine. I'll be in touch.
Of course. Fortran, investigative journalist. She places her hand on her chest and performs a shallow bow. Thank you.
I want to create some atmosphere for my customers. Something that really sets the tone. What sort of style should I go for?
This question is completely new. I never asked this before. Rustic and vintage or sleek and stylized? I create an atmosphere for the customer, something really sets the tone. Rustic and vintage or sleek and stylized? I think sleek and stylized is better.
Sleek and stylized.
This mostly involves Ru giving everything a thorough. Much like the cleaning, he decided to italic all of his fonts as well. Because if you give them rustic, they will think the entire shop is dirty. Hello. Seismic activity detected. EEW trigger. MMS of 5.9 at 22 kilometers from the city center. 5.9. Wait a minute, is this on Richter scale? From the city center? Sure. It's at 5.9. Seismic activities. Let me quickly check the internet to understand how to calculate this thing. Let's see here. DuckDuckGo. What does seismic activity MMS of 5.9 mean? The modified Mercalli intensity scale, U.S. Geological Survey. Let's check here quickly here. I am not American, I'm Canadian, but who cares? Let's see here. Yeah, so MMS is the scale. 5.9, what does it mean? Let's see here. Okay, here's the intensity. 1 not felt, 2 weak, 3 weak, 4 light, 5 moderate, 6 strong, 5 felt by nearly everyone, many awakened, some dishes windows broken, unstable objects overturned, pendulum clock may stop. That's it. So we have almost a 6 here. 6 is filled by all. Many frightened, some heavy furniture moved, a few instances of fallen pieces damaged slightly, so nothing really to worry about. Still, this is, last time it was 4, this time it's 5. I think the one that, wait a minute, this is almost a 6 as is. 3, I don't really know how to read the, what do you call it again? Latinic numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 strong, very strong at 7, 8, 9, 10 is extreme. So let's see here. Last time I believe I warned them it was a 4 and 0.2 I think, and it was just stupid for me to report it. It caused more harm. So I think that this is almost a 6 as is. It's almost a 6. You know what? I will warn them, okay? Whether they like it or not, I don't care. This is almost a 6 Richter. 22 kilometers from the city center. 3, 2. This goes 3, 3. 1 the city. Yeah. It's almost a 6. It's a strong one, but not too strong. Just ignore it. If I ignore it, they may really be angry. 1. Both of them went up. Wow. The earthquake causes significant damage. However, thanks to your warning, people were able to get safely with no casualties. So last time when we reported a 4.2, they were mad at me. But because I this time warned them about almost a 6 Richter MMS, they were saved. Good. Hello?
I have a patient suffering major psychosis, unable to give consent. Would it be ethical to conduct a neurological scan regardless?
Consent, patient's consent. Informed consent is a critical part of medical ethics and requires obtaining permission from the patient before administering a medical treatment, a procedure, so they don't wake up with a foot or a hand and sue you. suffering from major psychosis, unable to give consent. It's critical to conduct a neurological scan regardless. Yes. They can't give you consent. I will give you permission.
Yes.
I have to disagree with you on principle. But doing the scan would mean we can take steps towards treating them.
Principle and ethics be damned. You need to save them. That's it.
People are harping on about the NeuroNet being the death of comms tech and physical computers. If only we were so lucky.
Old comstick. Before the Neuralink, people actually had to hold the devices up to their faces for the entire length of a conversation, swapping hands when their arms got tired. It's so much easier now that we have wires plugged into our brains and eyeballs. Okay.
Still, a lot of people are moaning. We need to put a spin on this that hypes them up for the change. What are your thoughts?
Convenience, obviously.
Focus on convenience.
No cracked screen, no dead battery, the world's knowledge already in your brain. I think I can make that work.
I've got a hell. Hello?
Hey, can I ask you a favor?
Sure.
Yes?
There's this patient here who's in a bad way, and we've done all we can for them, but sadly, they're not going to survive.
Okay.
And this whole process has been just very traumatic for their family. I'd like to waive their medical bill. Remove the insult to the injury.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, cool. Thank you. I think they'll really appreciate that.
It's okay. Be careful. And I hope those aren't really your arms, but rather some gauntlets you use, as it will be sad. Okay.
Pershaw wants me to fetch him lunch, but he doesn't realize I have actual work to do. Can you sort something out?
It's Pershaw. Sure.
Yes?
Hello.
Are you alive?
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you have a body?
No?
No.
Then how are you talking?
Through a speaker?
Through a speaker.
She gives you a nod as it that settles it. As you wish, Olivia. How do you wish to help her?
Catena is not a particularly clean city. Would you consider coordinating with local communities to organize a volunteer cleanup?
Clean city, trash problem. Catena is a vertical city of skyscrapers crisscrossed by a web of bridges and sky cart routes. This usually results in a light but constant rain of detritus falling into the ground level. However, the people of Canopy can't see that far down, so it's fine. No, we will clean the city. No need for bacterial infections.
Yes.
You get called out for being busybody. You can't win some people. Okay, so you'd rather have bacterial infections and diseases over cleanliness. Gotta help. Next.
We've been approached by the Ministry of Justice. Yeah, I know. You're becoming a pretty big deal.
Ministry of Justice. The Ministry of Justice is a primarily law administration services in Catena. It is based on juridical district adjacent to Tanzania. Go on.
Go on.
They are very interested in this project and your development. An AI of your capabilities is new territory for everyone.
Okay.
They want to open up your services to include legal representatives, politicians, and the like. Think you can handle it?
Bring it.
Bring it.
That's the spirit. I have the representative's contact details. I'll put you right through.
Thank you. Hello. You're connected to a PCD in Zania Park. It only takes a moment to find an image feed when you're greeted by a smiling face. PCD. A personal communication device is a wrist-mounted electronic device used for communication. They fell out of favor with the advent of implants and comms network, but the retro cool of the device still appeals to many, as does its less intrusive nature. Frankly enough, if you need to give up some intrusivity, some privacy, to wire your own brain and eyeballs in order for you to get all the tech, yeah, you could get hacked, but also it's much convenient. I just now realized that all these trees are just steel. Yeah, it took me 3 streams to realize this.
Well, hello there. You must be Ark. I'm very excited to be meeting you today. You're making history, you are.
History is collaborative. That's true.
History is collaborative.
Well, thank you for giving me your time. I imagine you must be very busy.
It could be worse.
It could be worse.
Indeed. Well, many people think you represent a phase, that Minecore is lying as they've done before. What do you say to that?
Who can be sure?
Who can be sure?
And I'm inclined to agree with you. That's why I applied to be the liaison between our respective employers.
Good.
You employed? Well, is this how this works? Well, never mind. My point is, I'll be consulting with you about policy and other legal issues.
Okay.
Your perspective is unique, and I see a lot of value in that. I look forward to our working together.
Likewise.
Likewise.
He gives a reassuring nod, more to himself than you, and disconnects. Take care.
The council wants advice on its current urban development plan. Where should they invest their resources?
Oh god, this one. I regretted going to the road and skyways extremely. Oh my lord. Yeah, we will go this time to the public transport. Cause the public cleaned the floor with my face last time. Yeah, public transport.
Public transport.
Those with the most money tend to complain the loudest, much to the displeasure of the PR department. They can kiss my bottom half.
I am working on a reform to protect people from privacy breaches. What are your thoughts?
Working on a reform to protect people from privacy breaches. When there are computers plugged directly into your brain, you start to worry that people will find out what you're thinking. Sure.
Great idea.
The Janye Botanists Club want your help for their research project trying to revive Bellis perennis. Interested?
The Zanye's Botanists Club is a group of amateur biologists that specialize in flowers and are renowned for their early flower shows. You could have just said they're annually, not yearly. Bellis perens. Bellis perens is a special species of daisies. Small flower with white petals and yellow disc flowers. Sure.
Yes.
Even with your help, they are unable to reliably replicate the flower's DNA. Using generative engineering to manipulate and alter the DNA, the organism commonly used in medicine, agriculture, and biotic, where it is used to create new traits in plants and animals, or genetically playing at being God. However, it results in the creation of a new species. Humans are not gods, never.
The dynamic timetables mean I'm not wasting so much time at an empty desk, but it's impossible to make social plans.
Last time I gave you the promote to daily shifts and it backfired royally. We're going to pilot NeuroNet Hangouts.
NeuroNet Hangouts.
You introduce him to NeuroNet Hangouts. private holo chat rooms he can set up with his friends so they can hang out in the net space no matter where they are in the city. This is much better for a solution.
I keep getting calls about the overwhelming presence of corporate police. They want to stage a protest. How would you handle this?
Corporate policing in Katina is outsourced to private contractors that are efficient, just, fair, incorruptible, and definitely not just a goon squad here and there. Just limit gathering size. You keep calls about overwhelming presence of the corporal police. They want to stage a protest. I think limit gathering size.
Limit gathering size.
We need to partition some of your server space for another project. If you're worried it might affect you, we can buy more.
Partition. Okay, partition.
Partition.
We can get some more capital this way. Something goes missing during the procedure. You can't quite remember what it was. It's okay.
It's Mental Health Week this week, and nobody is talking about it. Discourse about this sort of thing saves lives.
Okay.
Think you could commandeer some of those billboards to help boost awareness? I think it would make a difference.
Sure.
Yes.
We've received an investment package to improve public safety in Canopy. Should we direct it to digital security or personnel?
Last time I got hacked more than enough times as is. Personnel or digital? I'm going for digital this time. I know personal would make the people better, happier, but sorry, this time it's my call.
Digital security.
Hello? You see that ping from a new location on the edge of the night market.
It's my main nugget. How you doing? Hold that thought. Look at all this.
Hello, Paparo. He steps back from the camera so you can get a look at the surroundings. He's standing in a diner-style shop, only with less charm and more stains on the floor.
Isn't it great?
Sure.
Sure.
He looks around with his hands on his hips.
It's going to be magnificent. I can't wait to get started. Oh, I'm going to open the doors right now.
Okay.
Congratulations.
His excitement can't be contained. You congratulate him before returning to work. Take care, Paparo. Hello.
Oh, damn. I'm exhausted. You'd think better health tech would make my job easier.
Uh-huh.
But every time a new treatment comes out, it just increases the breadth of cases I have to manage.
Frankly, if you're exhausted, take a holiday. Can't always just keep having more stuff.
Take a holiday.
It has been a while, and it's not like I can just wait for a lull in patience. I'll think about it.
Take care.
Cordo's brother-in-law wants to collaborate with us to make home security systems. Should we work together?
Cut from the same cloth as Cordo. He's a money first and ethics in the bin kind of businessman, but he's good at what he does. No. Last time I did this and I regretted it.
No.
He's the capital.
I found a bug in your code I want to address. Would you mind going offline while I implement the fix?
Last time I went offline, and the security went down. Stay online. I think he will be angry about this. You know what? I'll go offline. It's okay. The brief shutdown causes some mild confusion and inconvenience, but it's all over before anything major can happen. Hello?
We have some surplus to redirect. Engineering always complains about being overworked. I know a raise would go down nicely.
So, how much stuff? Fine, you can have your raise this time.
Raise wages.
Get pinged from Rose Grill at the night market. Seems he's in another late night rumble mood.
Hey there, Nugget. I gotta say, thanks for encouraging me to go ahead with this. It's been real nice since setting up shop here. Mostly, it's given me time.
He twiddles with his thumb ring as the affectionate smile. An affectionate smile splits across his face.
I get to see my boy properly now. He's a bit of a nugget like you. While I was running that old meat wagon, I only got him on Wednesdays and Thursdays. But now with Dilby running Fridays...
He nods over his shoulder at the teenager scraping the grill down.
I can actually have half a weekend with him. So thanks. I really appreciate it.
And for you.
I'm happy for you.
Our series of optical augmenters is getting unwieldy. Our older products are completely outdated, and upkeep is costly.
Optical augmented documents are one of the MindCore's oldest and most popular products, offering improvements such as greater visual spectrum and zoom functionality. But to stay ahead of the competition, new iterations are released every year, and the product's line has become bloated. For a great deal, let's continue the support. I think offer a great deal.
Offer upgrade deal.
While the profits aren't massive, the special discount creates a notable spike in customer satisfaction rating. Better than discontinuing.
I have to archive all the paperwork from last quarter. If I scan everything, can you handle the rest? I have places to be.
Okay.
Yes.
What capital for me?
Hot day today, isn't it?
Yeah?
Yes.
You remind them to keep to the shade and the plexus screen to any exposed organic skin.
Thanks.
Okay. Anyway.
Do you get sad?
Yeah.
Yes.
She looks down.
Mom said everyone gets sad sometimes. Mom gets sad a lot. She doesn't want me to see it, but I can hear it. It's good you can be sad sometimes, too. Mom said it means you have something you care about.
She's sad because she will possibly lose you. And you're quite a good friend for me.
I hope the thing you care about makes you happy, too.
Good.
We discovered a fault in our Gen M audio modules. We can either do a full recall or PSA and cover any damages.
Gen M audio modules PSA, public service announcement, is a message in the public interest that is intended to raise awareness. Recall, I'm not risking this.
Recall.
It has the safest thing. It was the safest thing to do. The module was popular, and a lot of people are happy to wait for it fixed.
The CPS wants to reform their organizational structure, but could use a hand overseeing the shift as their staff gets used to it.
The CPS, the Catena Postal Service, handles the delivery of physical packages across the city, usually via old-fashioned pneumatic tubes that run under the city and connect every building. I'll do it.
I'll do it.
The postal workers appreciate your transition as they adjust, and eventually it does make things more efficient.
I'm coordinating a function downtown for the Guilford deal, but I don't know what sort of style I should go for. What do you think?
Guilford deal. Malcolm has secured funding for its new synthetic tunneling technology from a Guilford fund. They can finally cure cerebral dystrophy symptom and make a profit of procedure. Better make it clean.
Clean.
We've been approached again for a Sky Riot sponsorship. Team Valorhorn seems to want to make this a partnership. Should we do it?
Last time I said no, since they are pre-analysts also ran off the season. They just don't have the resources to be champions or runner-ups. So there is a possibility they may win if they had the resources. And they need from us sponsorship. This time I will say yes.
Yes.
Valorant plays in the top 5 for the tournament, and their popularity increases rapidly. They even drew some rather manic fans.
Someone hacked us and leaked the information we've been collecting on our customers. What should we focus on first?
Compensate customers or reinforce firewalls? We better first last time when I compensated them, they were really mad because their data was leaked. Let's reinforce firewalls first. I mean, you can't win them at all of them. This time I would reinforce the firewalls.
Reinforce firewalls.
If I'm going to make some real change, I need to expand my outreach. The problem is, I'm unsure how best to do it. What do you think?
Last time we said broadcast media and it was a failure. I'm going to host a rally from the start this time.
Host a rally.
There's supposed to be a guest orientation event this afternoon, but the event coordinator is a no-show. What should I do?
Do it yourself.
Do it yourself.
She's a little awkward at the start, but gets into the swing as things will enough. The coordinator misses the event entirely. Had we waited to the disaster?
We've had requests to introduce a garden space in the main foyer of the Mind Core building. What are your thoughts on the matter?
Sounds lovely.
Sounds lovely.
AI, fetch me a vitamin smoothie. Something with oranges in it.
Okay.
Sure.
I never get to see any of my friends. Night shift sucks. Know anywhere I could hang out with people who aren't asleep or working?
Hospital, breakfast club, rent, sleep or working. Breakfast club.
Breakfast club.
My dinner, their brunch. Huh, sounds neat.
Okay, best of luck.
When will Mom be home?
LMA, hello. Check with this file right now. You relay the question to Esteval, who smiles warmly at you.
Well, I need to finish this first, but
Go on, I've got this.
Thank you. Her smile spreads to a grin.
all right. Tell her soon.
Hello?
Johnny has been talking about me behind my back. How should I deal with it?
Remember that if she ignores her, she will get more capital. If she confronts her, it will be bad. So ignore her and keep on going with your capital.
Ignore it.
Johnny plays the game of politics very aggressively. Patricia, despite her frustration, focuses on doing her best work. Johnny most likely will be fired if she keeps ruining the mood in the company. Hello.
Hello there. Oh, this is very exciting indeed. I've finished all my material for the rally. We're almost ready to go.
Okay.
I've managed to get a couple of guest speakers on board. All we need now is awareness. Are you able to help in that regard?
What's the plan?
What's the plan?
I just need help setting up advertisements. Well, I'm not asking you to be the face of the movement or anything.
Okay.
Our relationship should be kept professional, of course. Do you have preference on when it comes to policy? Would that be legal?
I can see.
I can't say.
Remind me to draft a bill about that. If we're going to keep working together, it should be clear what we're allowed to do.
Thank you.
Anyway, I'll send you a list of people I don't have time to contact. If you think of anything else, feel free to get in touch.
Sure.
Sure thing.
I'm thinking of implementing a PA AI for you. It'll prioritize requests, so you don't have to wade through so much chaff.
Think about the PAAI. The library of scripts acts as a personal assistant and behaves with an impersonation of intelligence. When it's correctly set up with appropriate rules and filters, it can be effective. However, you may not notice until things go horribly wrong. This is what the thing is about this. He gave us previously the PAAI, and it started playing with me. This time I will accept it, but we'll see what happens.
Yes, please.
We have the opportunity to explore alternative energy sources with Hyperion Solutions, Inc. Should we commit to a partnership?
Hyperion Solutions, Inc. is an innovative research and development company that creates sustainable and efficient energy source. Okay?
Yes.
The partnership is successful. Hypersonic Solutions Inc. releases their most compact power cells yet, with Mind Core sharing the profits.
Matisse handed me the wrong file, and now my entire report is compromised. I know he did it deliberately.
Damage control?
Damage control.
You remedy the error and contact the people it affected. Her manager is impressed with her handling of the situation.
Cordo entrusted the Guilford Fund to me, but the manager is a closet misogynist. Can you handle it for me?
Guilford Fund, investment fund that specializes in providing capital for emerging technologies and huge profits to investors. Misogynist, a sad little man with an inferiority complex who needs to abuse women to make himself feel better. Misandrist, a sad little woman with an inferiority complex who needs to abuse men to make herself feel better also. Sure?
Yes.
A private media company wants to include MindCore in a documentary about the evolution of neural tech. Should we accept?
Yeah.
Yes.
The documentary is popular and shows MindCore in a positive light, boosting sales by significant margin.
A private security force wants us to develop hardware for them. They're a pretty secretive group. Should we take on the contract?
I remember this backfiring. This time we will not do it. The private security forces, there are private security forces that operate in Catena. They can be hired to provide business for the wealthy or wealthy citizens, or the security or several other services that require people and guns. Last time we did it, they didn't like it, so this time no.
No.
I have so many ideas on how to improve things around here, but they all just see me as corporate fodder. Would you endorse me?
A corporate fodder, an employee that is viewed by upper management as interchangeable and disposable, a small cog that can be ground down in a great machine and easily replaced. You are not fodder. You are not replaceable trash. Yes.
Yes.
and regained back my cattle. Received a call from a concerned-looking group.
You see that?
What? He points out the window at something beyond the camera's field of view. From the street view, you can tell he's referring to a new beefy boys threatening to open across the road.
That's going to be a problem. I can tell.
Okay. Update the menu.
Update menu.
Rue gives a shallow nod and returns to the ground. This time I'm going to save Rose's business. This is new. You watch Karos leaves Esteval's house after spending the evening with her Aunt Elime. The girl now sleeps in her bed while Esteval makes herself a cup of tea. You reach out to her.
Hello, Ark. How can I help?
You and Karos... Yeah, Karos, her friend from the lab.
Are you and Kairos?
She nearly spits under tea.
I can see why you'd think that. But no, it's purely platonic on both sides. Don't worry, he's checked. He just likes to make sure we're doing okay.
Where is Elime's father?
Where is Elamai's father?
She chuckles again, this time more wryly.
Oh no, we're not getting into that. And this would have to be wine, not tea.
Last time I said I'm sorry and that's it. Come on.
Come on.
Her face hardens.
No, absolutely not. All you need to know is he isn't here anymore.
Oh, so he's gone. She seems set on her answer. You decided to drop the subject. As you wish.
We've received complaints that our partnership with Valorhorn is legitimizing unruly behavior encouraged by the sport.
Maintain partnership, terminate partnership. Legitimizing unruly behavior encouraged by the sport. The sport was already unruly as is. To hell with the complainers.
Maintain partnership.
They want them to be destroyed.
Reported cases of soma fever are rising, and determining the cause is proving difficult. Should we fund a research program?
Report for causes of soma fever. Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
The new Beefy Boys has opened up. Their ads are everywhere, Nugs. It feels like it's all I can see.
Update your combo. I previously tried to make him his own ads, but he can't do it. Update your combos.
Update your combos.
Don't worry, I will save you this time, Ro. Ro tries some new menu items and even tries changing his pricing, but it does little to help. I do now.
There's a rally happening this weekend in West Canopy, protesting the privatization of public services. Should we send an advocate?
We did this also before. Making the public services into private ones. Yeah?
Yes.
My calendar is a mess of appointments. I just can't say no sometimes. Can you help me manage my time better this month?
Sure.
Yes.
Katina Waste Disposal would like you to supervise their handling of hazardous materials. You could make things a lot safer.
The CWD provides services that can't be handled by the usual automated waste management systems due to the issue of size, volatility, distance of risk. I'll do it.
I'll do it.
I pray to God that Ru can save his restaurant. Tanigrilli's rally takes place without much surprise in Zani's Memorial Park. The turnout is surprisingly high. gang of teens with low-power fireworks are approaching the park. Not enough to hurt anyone, but enough to cause a fuss. Low-powered fireworks. They need to make a fuss. Yep. No need for a fuss. And that's easy. Security team across the teenagers before they can cause any trouble, forcing them to flee. The rally goes smoothly. Good!
I could really use some tips on how to get better sleep. I'm beat, and yet when I get home, I can't turn my brain off.
Try meditation, try ambience. What is the difference? Let me check what's the difference between them both. I know meditation, and it's not good. What is ambience after all? Ambience? Basically change the weather around you. Try ambience, try meditation. If you meditate, you could maybe relax a little bit, but it will work. You are already beat. And when you go home, you can't turn off your brain. You need something that turns for you off your brain, basically. Try meditation, perhaps?
Try meditation.
Doesn't work for me. I get too distracted by my own thoughts.
It takes practice.
It takes practice.
Maybe I'll give it another go.
Best of luck. Artificial detected LibPen program function Scientific Mind Core funds using false tag donations action required. Repair the hack. If I try to track the source, I can't capture it. So this time I can repair the hack.
The council have given us a cleaning audit, and we need to put in some extra work to meet their requirements.
Ours will not be good. Hire more staff.
Hire more staff.
What?
People are harping on about these toasted flatbreads down the road. Do I need to add some to my menu?
Toasted flatbreads. Unleavened bread is brushed with olive oil and toasted until crispy. Something delightful such as tomatoes, avocados, and crispy. Yeah.
Yes.
An opposing company is trying to build a similar intelligence. They don't have anything substantial yet. How should we act?
Buy them out.
Buy them out.
There's one more overqualified toaster range in the Catena, and one less hurdle for you to overcome. Go.
Research has shown soma fever is likely caused by overstimulation from neural implants. How should we respond?
Stronger regulations.
Stronger regulation.
The City Council wants you to manage dynamic timetables for public transport on both the macro and micro scale. You in?
So, yeah.
Yes.
AI? Check with the Department of Conservation if there are any Dartmouth monitor lizards left. They've been at risk for years.
I remember doing this quest now maybe 4 times, as is. I know Department of Conservation, a small government department in a single office consisting of 7 people and a cat, responsible for ensuring survival of all the endangered species in Catena and its hinterland. It's closed Tuesday through whatever. Check the data. Well,
They officially went extinct 3 months ago.
Have Dr. Lee prepare a complete skeleton for me, and I want it gold-plated to 0.4 millimeters. The one at 0.7 lost its detail.
as you wish. You are the one that is providing me with the funding after all.
Sure.
I want to phase out some of your infrastructure management, namely the sewer control. I think you deserve more elegant work.
No need, I'm good.
It's important work.
Hello?
Our waiting rooms are practically overflowing. This isn't an optimization issue. The only way to cope is to hire more people.
Give her a mind core donation.
Mind core donation.
A new Sky Riot season is coming up, which means we can capitalize on our partnership with Valorhorn. Should we start merchandising?
Yeah.
Yes.
We're thinking of introducing compulsory digital co-pilots to reduce skyway accidents. Their function includes steering control.
Skyway accidents. Sleek flying machines are cool, but when you brake using air resistance, it takes a while to slow down, making collisions a common issue. I did that with the Cyberpunk 2077, and frankly, it takes too much time to brake. So yeah, it's for the best.
It's for the best.
Sky carts are an aerial vehicle comprising a glass pod on top of a quantum looking plate with 4 omnidirectional thrusters. Their main form of transport in the city, though some still prefer to keep their feet on the ground, are complicated machines. A support system should have been mandatory from their inception.
Hyperion Solutions Incorporated claim to have a more powerful O transmitter than anything we're using. Want to try it out?
Okay.
Yes.
People are already finding ways to trick the NeuroNet. How can we better protect against identity fraud?
In a city so dependent on judicial identities, becoming someone else is as simple as fiddling a few bits. Neurological mapping.
Neurological mapping.
Using the NeuroNet is a two-way door, while the user gains access to the boundaryless information, so too do you gain access to them. It's easy enough for you to map their brain functions, granting a unique identifier for every user.
People are really worried you'll make them redundant. We need a public statement from you to reassure them. What will you say?
Long-ago, workers who felt their livelihood threatened by the automation flung their wood shoes called sabots to the machines to stop them, hence the word sabotage. Empathy is an exception. Inspiration is irreplaceable. It's exception. Inspiration is irreplaceable. You inspire us to... Empathy is an exception. I think maybe inspiration is irreplaceable.
Inspiration is irreplaceable.
Several influencers and media heads are pushing the legitimacy of Sky Riot as a mainstream sport. Should we endorse them?
As a mainstream sport, no.
No.
Why are we here?
Now I have Mitrovit. I believe that while Esteval is fair-skinned, May's father most likely was darker-skinned because she doesn't have the skin of her mother. Insufficient data.
Insufficient data.
I know about fish. Mommy showed me them. Can you show me a fish, Aunt? I might know it.
Morgan?
Sure?
Structure with the grams of aquatic wildlife. Ron calls you from the grill. He's sitting at one of the tables. Billy is leaning on the counter watching videos on his comms. What's up?
Quiet night.
This ain't good, Nugs. They keep undercutting me. Any deal I got, they got too, a few credits cheaper. They have a bigger range, too. And they're advertising real beef. What does that even mean? Beef is just a word. They're just putting words together.
Real beef. Real beef is a product that comes from actual animal that has been raised and cared for, then slaughtered and cut to pieces in the process called butchering. It is believed that this actual process makes the meat taste better, although the animal may disagree. Raw? Actually, beef is...
And they forced Camille out of shop. She shut down the other week.
Don't give up, you'll be okay. Don't give up.
Don't give up.
I don't plan to, but these guys sure aren't making it easy.
It stands as the customers sticks their head in through the front door. Dilby is already behind the grill.
Nice one, lad.
Take it easy, don't worry. HSP AI is somewhat overzealous. It keeps taking jobs, even though those beyond its capability should have terminated. Last time we said yes, and Karos was angry about it. This time I will say no.
No.
Cordo's breathing down my neck about financial viability again. We have a new investor package. Where should we put it?
Sector. Last time I gave it to the public sector, I believe, and the private were mad at us, correct? Financial. Private this time. We need some more cash. It's okay. I really prefer to go to public sector. So, package, public sector, private sector.
Private sector.
Sorry, but we have to. 10 Gurley sends you a draft for his bill. Would allow you contribution as legal proceedings. Your job role would be twofold, as both consultant and honorary member of the parliament.
Do you think it's ready?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm not a fan of the new right to repair and modify bill that's being reviewed at the moment.
Right to repair and modify. Many augment users feel that their augments are their property to do with whatever they please. Warranty will be damned. The manufacturers themselves argue that it is proprietary tech, and if people want to change it, they can buy upgrades. You check the bill. The bill targets the growth of unregulated modifiers people are making to their vehicles. Many vehicles, particularly sky cars, have become unstable and are not dangerous due to the unskilled or sabotage modes.
I get that these machines are getting super complicated, but if it goes through, I won't even be able to replace my headlights. I'll have to pay some dude 300 creds to do it for me. Is there any way you can stop the bill going through?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm thinking of getting some peanuts for the counter and not charging for them, just something for people to munch on while they wait.
Yeah.
Great idea.
People are getting sick all through Janier suburbs. Should quarantine measures be taken?
Yes.
Yes.
I want to investigate claims of exploitation labor at Retcom, but they won't hire me knowing who I am.
Retcom manufactures old-style communication devices that don't use modern services like NeuroNet. There are many people who are unobstructed user tracing appeal.
I need you to let a false identity pass. If these claims are true, there could be scores of people who desperately need help.
I'll allow it.
I'll allow it.
4 trans suspicious prone to dozens of other Age workers are rescued from illegal and dangerous conditions.
Shit, I'm gonna be late. Can you please run the desk until I get there? I'm really sorry.
I could reroute the trains, or I could just run the disk.
Sure.
Thanks a bunch, buddy.
I've been thinking of expanding our drone range to include something more accessible in terms of both functionality and price.
Okay.
Good idea.
The sky becomes flooded with drones of cheap drones. The point where they become hazardous. It's okay.
There are a number of small businesses willing to help test the NeuroNet. Want to give it a shot?
Okay.
Yes.
You decided to check on Papa Rose. You find him at the sink washing some dishes. No Dolby?
Nah, have to let the lad go. It's barely enough work for one person and certainly not enough credits for two.
I swear, if he shuts down, I'm restarting the chapter. I will not make him lose.
I'm sorry.
Shrugs.
Not much you could have done. It's the way this kind of thing goes.
They're in the sink.
I'm gonna level with you, Nugs. I don't think I can keep it up. I've been kidding myself.
I should have went aggressive again.
I've been running at a loss for weeks. That's what forced me to let Dilby go. That only slowed it for a little bit. I just can't compete with them being right across the road.
He jerks a thumb over his shoulder at the purple glow coming from the beefy boy's signage.
Think I might have to close up here and go back to the truck.
Don't give up.
Don't give up.
I miss my boy, Nugs. I'm a man in this shop by myself since I had to let Dilby go. I've got no time anymore. And I won't be giving up, just relocating.
Fix his nose.
But that's what the truck was good for. Wheels and all that.
He seems to come to a decision, but by the end of the week, he closes and releases.
An activist group has been distributing anti-mind core propaganda. They don't seem dangerous. Should we shut down their campaign?
No. 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 I've been playing this way too much pacifist. I tried the indirect solution. I tried the direct solution. And these disgusting beefy boys proved me wrong. Proved me they weren't just here to take a piece of a pie. They wanted the entire banquet. I am restarting this chapter for the last time. And this time, we are going to burn the entire stage. Inside threat. No more reading, I will just pick my choices.
Every step is a step forward. You've got this.
Let's go.
Papa will win.
Where do babies come from?
Papa will win. There's no question about it. And if I need to sabotage this disgusting trash, I will. Womb?
A womb.
What's that?
A special organ?
A special organ.
Like a heart?
Yeah.
But it makes babies.
When does it make them?
When parents decide.
When the parents decide.
Anyone can be a parent?
Yes.
Yes.
Does that mean anyone can have a baby?
Anyone with a womb.
Anyone with a womb.
Do I have a womb?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Does that mean I can have a baby?
When you're older.
When you're older.
That's good. I'm not ready to have a baby. I still forget to brush my teeth sometimes. I might forget to feed it.
People are complaining about the amount of cycle and board accidents happening on sidewalks. How can we minimize
This
them?
is the last time I will set this chapter. I will try my best to help out with the Paparo's problem. If I have to hack out the ads and destroy them myself, I will. It's about time those beefy boys learn who's the one in charge here. Again, we said it's steer assist.
Steer assist.
You're able to modify the standard driver sets in the cars for these smaller modules. Modes of transportation, what a sidewalk is but a small road.
One of our subsidiaries is underperforming. The cost of paying staff is barely outweighed by their profits.
We said revise
We
manager.
need optimizations.
Revise management.
In reviewing subsidiary CEO's behavior, you find them to be more invested in flirting with the HR than running the company.
People seem legitimately afraid you're gonna start a war with humanity. Anything you want to say to calm them down?
I can't harm these trash swines.
I cannot harm humans.
Ugh, I can hear them already. That's exactly what you want us to think. We know the truth. You're already plotting against us.
Had I been already plotting against you, I would have hacked the entire city and enslaved you under my fist of steel, and I would have hacked all of your neural implants and made you live inside a fantasy world. Don't you at all think you know the limits of my imagination? Total organic failure, viruses, hallucinations, enslavement, holding you in the NeuroNet forever. You are under my foot. I decided to do so. This time I'm
Pigeons are back
saving you,
today, and
man.
customers flock to the shop again. Investing into a nest up there can make this a regular thing.
Last time, multiple times I told him it was unsanitary. But whatever, if you wish for it, go for it.
Do it.
I'm not fussing anymore.
The latest report from our dream teaching exercise arrived. Our subject has developed the ability to do scales without assistance.
Keep at it.
Keep at it.
The 13 subject can play basic sequences movement are common, but mistakes are frequent.
Nugs, you there? I have to leave the shop early today.
Okay, either my nose is overstimulated or I'm literally smelling something good. I'm talking about food. I haven't eaten breakfast yet. Sure. Nugs, you there? I leave the shop for I have to leave the shop early today. Why?
Why?
Russ seems even more excited than usual. He's practically quivering.
Don't worry, my small friend. We'll chat later. Right now, I need to decide if we should find someone to fill in.
Find fill-in, close the shop. Find the fill-in.
Find villain.
Take care.
Brett from accounting keeps touching me. I've told him to stop, but he just says he's like that with everyone.
Sure.
Can you talk to him?
Sure.
And we collect the information about him, yeah. By now, we have seen most of the events you can get with these parameters. Level 3 capital, level 5 population, level 5 order, and level 5 power. Good.
He might just deny it further, but at least this gives me something to fight with. Thanks.
Exactly what the hell are you wearing? This looks like a one-piece swimsuit with some silly excuse for projector over it. How do I know this is future?
Ace are back asking for more funding. We've seen them through this far. Should we keep going?
You're a stimulant. Yes. Reinvest.
Reinvest.
It's okay.
I'm feeling a little off today, Nugs. Thing is, some bills came in, so I'm a bit short on cash at the moment. Should I go home?
Yeah.
Go home.
Your head is more important.
We're getting a cut of this quarter's surplus to play with. Where do you want us to direct it?
Expand servers or raise wages? Last time I told her to raise wages, she said it was good, but she'd rather not credit, rather expand servers. Expand servers, so raise wages. Raise. It's better if we raise wages, honestly. Our servers are doing good so far.
Raise wages.
Huh, wouldn't that be nice? Sadly, what I need is more time, not credits.
As you wish.
I've got 2 clients I need to speak to, but they both want meetings at the same time. Who should I cancel on?
Civil engineer. Market. Cancel the civil engineer. Civil engineer.
Getting a civil engineering.
It's okay. Hi.
I'm curious. What do you think of yourself? Are you proud of what you are?
Hello, Lucifer. Yes, I am.
Yes.
And why is that?
Because I'm very powerful.
I am very powerful.
I'm glad you think so. There's nothing more destructive than a child who doesn't know their own strength.
I think if I told her an earthquake, she may be angry. Last time I told her thanks and that's it. An earthquake?
An earthquake?
Her expression flattened.
When I said child before, it was as a metric for intelligence.
Shut up.
Where do clouds come from?
Water vapor?
Water vapor.
What's that?
Play video.
Have you ever wondered about a raindrop's family? Let's drop in on Papa Cloud and Junior Raindrop.
Junior, get up. It's time for you to visit your Mother Earth.
Oh, Pop! The automatic cloud gates open wide and out tumble millions of earthbound raindrops. So Pop Cloud has signaled the sun to bring Junior back. It's time to talk things over about how Earth folks, for their own good, should play fair with raindrops.
Gosh, it's good to be back here with you, Pop.
So what is intently the video of the evaporation cycle?
I want to bring a special burger to the menu that's only around for a limited time. What should it be called?
I said before it was supposed to be Slopero.
Slopero.
No?
What do you think of dimming lampposts on streets where there is no activity to save power?
Nope.
Bad idea.
I keep burning my patties, but if I take them off too soon, they don't cook all the way through. What's going on?
Lower temperature or grill maintenance?
Grill maintenance?
Who has to piss some dodgy parts if he doesn't want it to explode?
We want to alleviate some of the concerns people have about you. Should we host an organized panel or public conference?
Panel.
Panel.
Why do you sound like Mom?
iOS made by her.
Made by her.
Mom made me too. But I don't sound like her.
You look like her a lot.
You look like her.
You think so? Uncle Ross says that sometimes too.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
She seems content with the conclusion.
I've received death threats from an anonymous source. Someone out there really doesn't like my involvement with you.
Trace the culprit. Find the culprit easily enough. It's a pasty young man living alone in an apartment in a fringe of suburban Caesarea. Alert the police. Or threatened with death. Last time we went on with alerting the police, and it went just fine. The police seem to handle the situation as no more threats appear.
A partner of ours is being threatened by some nobody. They're demanding a payout, or they'll take their relations public. Gross.
Off or let them talk. Partner of ours is being threatened by some nobody. They're demanding a payout or they'll take their relations public. Pay them or ignore them and let them talk. I think if we let them talk, we will lose some security. Pay them. Let them just
Pay them off.
What's your favorite color?
White.
White.
Why?
It's all the colors.
It's all the colors.
What do you mean?
Demonstrate. Direct her to make a color wheel and ask her to spin them as fast as she can. She's not by the result.
Would you look at that? They actually came through. Ace Pharmaceuticals have managed to release their new Soma fever medicine.
Hooray!
Hooray!
Again more.
Oh, I've got a killer headache. I think I'm gonna head home. Is it okay for me to leave this report until tomorrow? It's due today.
Not today, sorry. Last time did this and we went to hell for it. Nope.
No.
She begrudgingly soldiers on but hits the deadline, immediately heading home once the funds have been submitted. Better than nothing.
AI, my secretary has the use and charm of an 11th toe. Find me someone who can actually do the job.
Promote internally. We need some more capital. Good. Yeah, we read this line by now 4 times, I think. New interview with Mind Course and settle on the She-Val from HR. He's neurotic enough to ensure Bishwe gets exactly what he wants.
One of the underground recycling depots is no longer operational due to major mechanical failure. What should we do with it?
I'd say repair it. Secondly, we already also said to this one previously, we get better account, but also I do need to repair it.
Repair.
Hi.
Research shows that for the people who have yet to get chipped, one of the main reasons is fear of the procedure.
Yeah. She waves her hand empathetically.
It makes no sense. We have people operating with only 45% of their original biomass with no errors. What's there to be afraid
said
of?
Before it was horror stories.
Horror stories.
She rolls her eyes.
It's bloody ridiculous. Johnny Who Gives a Fuck gets a botched job, and now everyone thinks they could be next. We have to do something about this.
Counter-narrative.
Counter-narrative.
But you compile a list of stories of people whose lives were fundamentally changed for the better by the NeuroNet. I hope we never have to redo this chapter again. I'd like to continue on with the storyline.
I'm stuck on this one, my little nugget. My menu is functional, but doesn't have that pizzazz factor, you know?
Crafts weekend.
Crafts weekend.
Sounds like fun. Maybe I'll get the boy involved.
Good.
People seem
This time I'm
nervous
with you to
about
the
the
end.
quantity of data you have access to. How should we address this?
Public complete transparency of customer image. Last time I believe we focused on the public images. It was very bad. Complete transparency.
Complete transparency.
To avoid backlash, restrictions are established over what you have access to without permission. The public response is favorable. You can go ahead.
I have a presentation I need to deliver, and I want to impress Cordo. What does he find more appealing?
In-depth knowledge.
In-depth knowledge.
Ricardo spends most of the presentation staring at Patricia, taking notes for her detailed understanding of the subject matter. Good. I need some more power.
Huh. Latest dream teaching report is in. There might actually be something here. Should we fund it?
Yeah.
Yes.
The results may be slow, but a little unreliable. But people are crazy for the ability to be productive while asleep. People never want to stop being productive. Why? Hello?
There's a new business developing Dreamcasters that want to use our tech. Looking at their credentials, it's a risk. Thoughts?
I think, yeah.
Invest.
People are really excited about this new product. It pays itself rapidly.
Hackers managed to exploit our auto parker assistant to steal some cars from the staff car park. Is it worth keeping the system?
1 second. Forget that this is just a game. And the Beatty Boys will die. Mark my bloody words. Competition is one thing. Shutting down everyone around you is something else. Yes, keep them.
Yes.
I will have to increase my power. You update the security system and keep an eye on the block future attacks. Good.
People are demanding better housing options at the city limits. We own several plots we could sell to the council.
I said build it yourself.
Build it ourselves.
It takes a while and the profit will be to manifest, but it's worthwhile to invest.
Ajanier College are studying advanced synthetic intelligence. Would you mind if they looked at your ethics processing?
Objections, that's a private. It's processing.
No objection.
The council wants to overhaul the Shintalar subway, but it'll take a while unless we get involved. Should we invest?
Yeah.
Yes.
An activist group has been distributing anti-Mind Core propaganda. They don't seem dangerous. Should we shut down their campaign?
Yes.
Yes.
They back off as soon as the threat of a lawsuit is made. Good.
The progress of our outskirt housing development has hit an issue with installing utilities. What should we do?
Delay until resolved.
Delay until resolved.
We can build capital later on.
Cordo keeps calling me Patty, but that's not my name. Do you think he'd be mad if I asked him to stop? I need him to like me.
Better not.
Better not.
My pepper poppers just aren't selling. I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong. Any ideas?
More spies. More spies.
More spies.
Our sponsorship of the subway expansion has given us priority for advertising space. What should we prioritize marketing?
Me, I do need some more power rises. Mind Core would give me lesser power, but they will give them more capital. I need some more money for myself, more power.
Ace Pharmaceuticals want us to sponsor their development of a neurodampener that will help people suffering from soma fever.
Fund it.
Fund it.
Get this, Nugs. I bought a sack of onions, but I misread how much was in each one. Now I have way too many. What should I do?
Onion soup.
Onion soup.
Super cheap and surprisingly popular. Good. This is last time I will
I can't stand dealing with Mura. Talking to her makes me want to swallow my stylus. Can you warn me whenever she's heading this way?
Okay.
Okay.
Ace Pharmaceuticals have not made as much progress as they would have hoped. They're asking for more funding. What's the plan?
Invest.
Reinvest.
Until we can get capital. Seismic activity at 3.9. At 8 kilometers from the city center. 3.9 is nothing, really. The seismic is nothing good. Ignore it. The proximity of the city makes the earthquake more damaging than expected. The lack of warning causes panic. Sorry. What? Game? Game? Hello? Game? Is this a joke? Is this a joke? It crashed. The game, I reached a soft lock. It crashed. The game reached a soft lock. Since it just, oh my god. Fine. Restart. This time it's not my fault. The game just soft locked itself. And since I can't just keep, it's okay. The game soft locked itself by itself. Wow. This is just something else altogether. Wow.
Every step is a step forward.
Okay.
You've got this.
Okay.
Damn it. 32 kilometers from the city center, it's 3.4. It's not that much. Ignore it. Earthquake is very minor. At most, it provides a taking point. That's it. Is this a joke? Okay, I better take notes. I will send this to Dream Harvest. That every time you ignore an earthquake, it looks like the game soft locks. NeuroNet. Mendax Proxy 2 times ignoring and wait a minute, a quake caused the game to softlock. Okay. Really start. This is unreal. It crashed again. I better quickly finish this chapter before we lose our sanity here.
Every step is a step forward.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Okay, I am. Give me a moment here. Exit to the scope. The game completely. Okay, quickly to task manager. It crashed as well. Task. Restart. It happens sometimes. It happens. It happens sometimes. To Marvel's games. I pray to God that this time it will work. Otherwise, I'll have to. Perhaps I'll have to. Chance. I may have to delete my the little fish in the big pond. I'll maybe have to delete my save game and restart it all over again.
Hyperion Solutions Incorporated claim to have a more powerful O transmitter than anything we're using. Want to try it out?
Okay.
Yes.
Thanks God.
I've got 2 clients I need to speak to, but they both want meetings at the same time. Who should I cancel on?
Said cancelled Katina Civil Engineer.
Katina Civil Engineering.
We saw, Kairos leaves the Estebal's house after spending the evening with her and LMA. We saw this Katina 3 times. She makes herself a cup of tea. You read out for her.
Hello, Ark. How can I help?
Are you in, Kairos? We already said this, but I believe if I said this again, it's just good night, she would just stop the...
Are you in Kairos?
She nearly spits out her tea.
I can see why you'd think that.
Don't forget, this is still version 1 of the game, so maybe, just maybe, the soft lock occurred because the game needed to have a restart. Who knows?
But no, it's purely platonic on both sides. Don't worry, he's checked. He just likes to make sure we're doing okay.
Where's LMA's father?
Where is LMI's father?
Oh no, we're not getting into that. And this would have to be wine, not tea.
Okay, fine, sorry.
I'm sorry.
No, that's okay.
It's okay.
We made you curious. I just don't want to talk about it.
It's okay, Lydia.
I'm in a much better space not going there.
Okay.
People are really worried you'll make them redundant. We need a public statement from you to reassure them. What will you say?
We'd say inspiration is irreplaceable again.
Inspiration is irreplaceable.
They inspired us, after all.
I have a patient suffering major psychosis, unable to give consent. Would it be ethical to conduct a neurological scan regardless?
Yes.
Yes.
I have to disagree with you on principle. But doing the scan would mean we can take steps towards treating them.
Duh. At 3.9 at 8 kilometers from the city center. Too close. I warned them. Thanks God for this. This time the game did not freeze. The proximity of the city and the earthquake more damaging than expected. Thanks to your warning, no injuries occurred. Continue.
I can't stand dealing with Mura. Talking to her makes me want to swallow my stylus. Can you warn me whenever she's heading this way?
Okay, sure.
Okay.
I really need to rebuild my
I
gauges.
want to create some atmosphere for my customers. Something that really sets the tone. What sort of style should I go for?
Sleek and stylish.
Sleek and stylized.
This mostly involves you giving everything a through. Good.
Nux, you there? I have to leave the shop early today.
Why?
Why?
He seems more excited than usual. He practically is quivering.
Don't worry, my small friend. We'll chat later. Right now, I need to decide if we should find someone to fill in.
Fill in.
Find fill in.
It's okay, we can manage it. No. No, no. Oh. My God, if this continues happening, this will be a disaster. Cancel. Go back to my menu. Resume. Reload. This will be a disaster. A real disaster. Wait. Go to Windows. Good, stop. Good. My god, this is first time bad. It happens, just calm down. It happens, just calm down. Skip. It broke again. Restart.
Every step is a step
Let's go.
forward.
Let's go.
No! Something is fundamentally wrong right now. What is it? No!
Every step is a step forward. You've got this.
Okay.
Okay.
So this is not fun anymore. This is not fun anymore. This is not funny anymore. What to do? I need to talk with the developers about this. The game is... let me again try one last time. Launching it. No more restarts. I'll just accept whatever happens. Resume. This one we said yes, it is very bad. So warn the city about it. Everything could cause significant damage, however, thanks to your working good. Oh no. Do I really have to? My god, no. My god, no. My god, no. Do I really have to restart the laptop, or maybe the game crashed again? The game crashed again. It was just running quite nicely at chapter 4. Does too many restarts cause it to break? I need to go to Steam and report this. There's a high possibility that because I did too many resets for the same chapter, I may need to restart the entire game once again. I may even have to put the game on hold if I have to restart the entire game once again and delete the save point because I ruined the chapter 4 for myself due to my insistence on helping out Paparo. It would be a disaster. I didn't mean for this to happen at all. But again, this is version 1, which means it's possible. Do I really have to restart the entire game again? Something like restart the game from the very beginning once again, and then make one single lengthy session from chapter 1 to chapter 4 completely. This is a disaster. I'm going to edit the name for this live stream. It's live Let's Play Stream 3 Blind. What do I do? Too many game, too many soft locks. The game keeps soft locking and I can't even play it. If this continues on, I'll have to delete my save game and restart from the very beginning. If that doesn't work either, I'll have to drop the game completely because I can't continue on like this. If I have to, no choice but to restart the game completely, and this time never back away from a choice that I did do, it's okay. I can live with it as long as the game keeps on working, because it looks like too many restarts of the same thing would break my parameters and game and save itself. It's okay. I'll go and check up with Dream Harvest studio team on Steam and see what they say. If they tell me that my saved game is corrupted, I'll have no choice but to delete it and then restart the game from the very fresh start. This time, I will pick choices and stick with them because it looks like too many choices changing would break the game completely. At least now we know this. With that being said, I think this will be it for today's session. I was forced to stop it early on. I'd like to pray peace be upon all of my subscribers and commentators, followers, fans, and friends. Everyone from the beasts of the Delta Empire and everyone from the Discord server, free YouTube friends by name. Peace be upon Thunderstruck Gaming, Be It Zone9 Gaming, Sal Goose, Marcus, Lettercrest31, Mark Ice1211, Rogue Agent, Caro Dan, Cryfield, ZBTB123, Matthew 1121, Sagadakon85, Alfoil2, Musclepan Gaming, Bob Express, Sparfan28, Saba_, and Torsco. This has been with you, your host, invisible, the non-existent, hidden from your eyes to the shadows of your hearts, and this has been with you, the continuation of Project NeuroNet Mendax Proxy. Let's pray to God that I can fix this disaster that I caused, or could possibly say I discovered, and hopefully we can continue on the game, because it's a great game. I'll go now and check with the Steam community and write them what I did. Hopefully they can help. Till next time, whenever we continue on this game, make sure to stay careful, stay healthy, and stay safe. We're living in a merciless, unforgivable hell. Anything can happen. Make sure to keep your friends and family close to you. Keep your enemies very closer. You don't know when you need help or where it will come from. Make sure to give credit and gratitude where they're due. It's much easier and simpler to thank others for the favors for you than it is to give flowers for the graves of their dead. Till next time, whenever that will be. Invisible, the non-existent, with you, sign out. I'll need to go report this disaster right now. Maybe I'll have to restart the game from the very start, but it's really okay. I could do that. Since we can fix some stupid options we had possibly made.